Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start with a new chapter of chemistry, that is periodic classification of elements. So what is this chapter basically about? We are going to study in this chapter that, as we have learnt earlier in class 9th, that the matter around us is present in the form of three conditions. They are found in three conditions: elements, then compounds and mixtures. Okay, now these elements, they contain only one type of atoms. This you have studied in your last class. And you know how many elements have been discovered till date? They are 114 elements. Fine. So these 114 elements which are known to us today, actually when they were being discovered, in the beginning phase they were only 30 elements. So when these 30 elements were discovered, and they all were found in different properties. It was found that in earlier stage, when 30 elements were there, they were found to be in different states, different properties. So when these were being discovered, scientists, they were gathering more and more information about the properties of these elements. So they started looking that what the pattern should be taken to classify these elements or to arrange them in a proper setup, so that they can easily study about the elements, and it could be a comfortable condition for the people, those who are studying it, like students or other stakeholders of chemistry. Fine. So this was the purpose, to classify the elements. Now, what were the early attempts of the classification of elements, and on what basis they were being classified? So we are going to study about all these things in this chapter. So first thing that came into picture was periodicity. Okay, so what is periodicity? What do you mean by periodicity? Periodicity is the characteristic in properties of elements, which means that a property is being repeated at a regular interval. Okay, so what is periodicity? It is a characteristic which means that a property is being repeated at regular intervals. Okay, periodicity in properties we are talking about, basically in properties. Okay, so what is it? It is a property that is being repeated at a regular intervals. Okay, now what was the cause of periodicity? Cause of periodicity. Okay, so the similarities and differences which are being repeated at a regular interval causes periodicity in the elements. Okay, so what is the cause of periodicity? This cause of periodicity in properties is the repetition of similar electronic configuration at regular intervals. How these periodicity, that after some interval the properties are being repeated in the elements. What is the cause behind it? Some similarities and differences are causing. Now why these similarities and differences are being created? See, this is because of the electronic configuration. If you remember, what is electronic configuration? So the cause of periodicity why this periodicity is being caused? It is the repetition, because of the repetition of similar configuration at regular intervals. Okay, so how and what were the efforts that were taken by the different chemists to bring this cause of periodicity, or how the classification took place? Okay, so we are going to study now what is the history of development of periodic table. See, because of this cause of periodicity only, we had kept the elements in a regular pattern, and this pattern of the arrangement of elements is known as periodic table. We call it periodic table. So what is the basic idea behind the development of periodic table? So it was not like one man effort. It was like at a regular interval, different chemists, they came up with the idea of arranging the elements in a periodic table. Fine. So now we are going to study about the history of development of periodic table. History of development of periodic table. History of development of periodic table, or we can say genesis of periodic table. Fine. So first known effort was done or taken by Dauberner. Dauberneer. Dauberner, he gave one law, and the name was Dauberner's law of triads. Clear? Now, as the name is suggesting, triads. Triads means group of three. Okay. So what did he do? He took or identified some groups of three elements. Group of three elements, and called them triads. What did he call them? Triads. Okay. They had similar physical and chemical properties. Fine. Now, what did he say according to his law of triads? What did he say? That if he is going, let there be three, A, B, C, three elements. Okay. he took a group of 3 elements. Let it be A, B and C. Then, according to his theory or his law, the concept was that mass or atomic mass of first, this is first, second, third, atomic mass of central, that is 2, second element was nearly arithmetic mean of other two means first and third element. This was the statement given by Dauberniers. Okay, so what did he say, Daubernier? He took a group of 3 elements which had similar physical and chemical properties. Okay, now what he did, let us suppose or assume that the 3 elements are A, B, C. So according to his law, the concept was that the atomic mass of central element, that is second element, was nearly an arithmetic mean of first and third element. Okay, let us see how. So the triads that he selected at that time were, let us take one out of them. For example, lithium, sodium and potassium. Okay, now what is the atomic mass of lithium? Is 7, it is 23 and 39. Now according to him, mean that he took of atomic mass of first and third element. Let us see. 7 plus 39 divided by 2. And what is it? It is 46 upon 2 is equal to 23. So isn't it exactly same as sodium? So what does this mean? The atomic mass of lithium and potassium, when its mean was taken out, it was found to be exactly 23 units. So what we can say, that Daubernier's law of triads agreed here. Okay, let us take one more example. Second one, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5. Bromine is 80 and iodine is 127. Okay, now let us add first and the third element and take out their mean. So 35.5 plus 127 upon 2. So when it was calculated, it was found to be 81.25. After calculation, we found that the arithmetic mean was 81.25. It means that it is not exactly, but approximately near about the atomic mass of bromine. Okay, so this was the concept. So here also it was not exactly, but it was approximately near about. Clear? So this was the basic idea that was given by Daubernier. So what is the Daubernier's law of triad? It states that when we add the atomic mass of first element and third element and take out their arithmetic mean, it exactly like in the case of sodium or approximately like in the case of bromine, it is near about same. So this was the law given by Daubernier, but it was not successful. Why? Because this law was not supported by some triads, just like Fe, Co, Ni. That is iron, cobalt, nickel. Why? They had same atomic mass. Okay. Same way, some more elements were there, some more triads were there which could not support this law. So what was the reason behind it? Because of the nearly same atomic masses. Nearly same atomic masses. Fine. So moreover, the elements that were known at that time could not be classified in triads also. So this was about the first periodic table, an effort done by Daubernier's law or Daubernier. So he gave a law, Daubernier's law of triads.